Hi Chandra, good afternoon.
Hello,
Afternoon,
Chandra.
Manjusha. Good afternoon, Sweta.
Yeah, good afternoon.
My name is Chandrasekhar Naidu Gonguntla. Today I'm going to present about a topic called on FCCS introduction as well as navigation part. So I'm going to share my screen right now. So is it visible to all?
Yes, Chandra.
Yeah, today's our topic is the presentation on practice session of FCCS application, how FCCS application will be created, and then how it will works in business process. So first topic is configuration of the FCCS application business process. So here in this topic overview is running and set up the wizard of the application, and then adding the new features using enable features in the application. So for this, we need to get into the application, Oracle Cloud application first. So here we need to give the login credentials. After giving this, we landed here. So go to the presentation. So need to select the financial consolidation close application, and then need to create one new application for practice purpose. So select the financial consolidation and close. So we'll land here and then going to be create new one. So application need to give the name of the application and then description of the application. To follow the guide, name would be FCCS, and then financial consolidation close. Business process is the description. So click on next. We land on the application features. Once application here in details page, we need to give number of months is 12 months. End period 2022 2029. First month is January. Need to assign the main currency is USD. Main multi currencies need to enable. So I have selected the 12 months period. So need to give the 2022 2029. So first month is January itself. Then main currency is USD. Need to enable the multi currency. Yes. So go to next page. We will land in features. So on features page, need to give these following features. So consolidation need to be enabled. Balance sheet is total balance sheet approach. Journals would be yes with workflow. Multi-cap is yes with manual adjustment. So here balance sheet is traditional balance sheet. Before that, we need to enable the consolidation page. This is the consolidation page. Here it is already enabled. So journals yes with workflow. So multi-gap is yes with manual adjustments. Intercompany is yes with tracking. So go to presentation. So next is intercompany entities aggregation is addition. So all these features are need to enable before going to next page. So here intercompany is entities are addition. CTA is balance sheet. Need to include ratio calculations in this process. So this is ownership management is 0. For custom dimensions need to give product only. So go to presentations once again. So for parent entity enable currency input also enable, and then currency contribution input is enabled, supplement data collection is also enabled. We need to enable all these features here. So contribution input enable, parent input enable, translation currency also enable. So for supplemental data also here we need to enable in features option. So enable it and then click next. So here review page will be open. So we need to review the all the features are enabled or not, and then click on next to review page. So click on create all the features 2029 and then disabled multi-currency as well as currency is USD. Some features are already enabled. Journals with adjustment workflow all are enabled. So click on create. So the application will be taken 6 to 10 minutes for creation of this business process. So here it will be mentioned application will be created within 10 to 15 minutes. So need to wait for 6 to 10 minutes for creation of this application. Status is enabling the features. So we need to wait for completion status. Here our application was successfully created. After that completion of the creation, we will landed here in this home page. So that practice 2.1 is completed successfully, and then how new features will be added into the application by using this enable features. For this, we need to go to the application cluster in home page, select the configuration card. So your application cluster, select the configuration. That configuration, click enable features, and then ownership management, need to select ownership management as a equity keeper, and partner elimination is the new features we need to add into that. So here the enable features, click on that and then go to the ownership management, enable this checkbox, need to so select the equity key pickup as well as partner elimination and enable. Click on enable. So feature enablement is in progress. So and then after completion of the enable, so we will receive following message: in the process is completed. The consolidation functionality that you selected was successfully enabled. Before you can sign out, and we need to sign in again. So feature enablement is in progress. So here one note is mentioned: the process will take a few minutes after clicking enable. So it will taken some minutes to enable the new features in application. This is the lengthy process at the time of creation because we need to enable all the features, right? So that it will take time. So they are mentioned clearly in OU also. So here our application features are enabled successfully. We need to sign out from this. So I need to sign in again. So to sign in again, click on the credentials. To the presentation once again. So here practice 2.1 is completed. Now go to the practice 3, lesson 3. That is navigating financial consolidation and close services. So in this, we able to learn that how to log in the FCCS, how to open the FCCS application and navigate predefined dimensions, forms, rules, and then intersections of this custom navigation flow of the FCCS. So we need to sign out first. Click OK. So first we need to give login credentials of this page. So OK, EPM. After sign in, we need to navigate the FCCS application settings under application cluster. So we need to select overview here. So click on application, then overview. So we need to click on dimensions tab, and then we need to click on actions tab for navigating icon, user preferences under tools. So here in overview, we need to click on dimensions. So here we can see various dimensions under console cube. You can see under rates cube, there is eight dimensions is there under rates, and then there is 11 dimensions under console cube. You can see here some of the actions. We need to import the data, export the data here. Some of them are refresh the database as well as metadata validation. All the options available in actions menu. So here we can see the some of the import metadata, export metadata. So we can see here under overview tab, go to the presentation. Then we need to click on navigation icon. So select the user preferences under tools. So go to the application once again. Here, this is the navigation icon. Click on this and then click on the user preferences under tools. These are the various artifacts under FCCS, that is dashboards, application tools, create and manage, reporting, monitor, workflow. Under this, various clusters are there. So first we need to go to the user preferences under tools card. So here we can see the general preferences, like we need to change the profile photo, language, time zones, alias type, name of the application. All are we can change here. And then display means we can change our font of the numbers, page options, and then other options like farm setting, and then currency reporting, which one we need to get enable this all. And then we can click on save here. So notifications like task list approvals, all are we will manage here in this uh, page. Ad hoc options at the time of smart view, we need to enable here. And then some user variables we need to create under this section. And then we need to assign here in this section for user variables. Some report section is there for reports generation. Here we need to give the POV for enabling these features like measurement or centimeter, inch. For financial reports, we need to see in smart view or grid view or disable, or for a new worksheet, we need to enable this. So form printing. We need to enable this form printing at the time of creation of financial reports by giving some features like A4 sheet, a portrait, page dimensions, and then some of the options like format, all are there. We need to enable here in this page. So go to the presentation once again. So click on navigator. All are we have explained here, and then click on navigator once again. We need to services under application review status. Click on home, return to home page. Go to the application. Here there is a option called a home page, like icon is there. If we click this, we will go to this page. This is called home page. So go to the next page once again. And so this is all about 3.1, and then we need to again navigate the dimensions of the FCCS application. For that, we need to go to the navigator and the dimensions for create and manage. Need to enable navigate these various dimensions. So click on navigator. Under create and manage, click on dimensions. So we can see here some of the dimensions. So by like this way, we need to elaborate all the dimension features or dimension hierarchy. We can see here various child. For that, current assets is the parent. For total assets, current assets and current liabilities are one of the child. By like this way, we will navigate the dimensions. Here there is a drop down for dimensions. You can see here some consolidation, currency, data, entity, form currency. These are the main dimensions in FCCS application. So after that, click on home page, go to the balance sheet. Under sheet, we need to click close to close the form. So home icon and then roles. For this, we need to go to the click on home page here. And then click on navigator forms under this. So these are the predefined forms in FCCS. In this balance sheet, we have some by period is there, and then consolidation, movement detail. All are these are predefined forms. Go to the performance once again here. We have navigated all this, and then go to the rules section. Launch the consolidation business rule. So for this, we need to go to the navigator once again. Go to the navigator. Here we have seen rules card. So there is a predefined rules here. So that you need to launch the consolidation rule. So click on this. So at the time of consolidation, we will give this POV like entity name, period, and then scenario is actual. So the year of that particular year, and then click on launch. In this feature, we will launch the consolidation. In background, it will automatically consolidated all of the uh, application process. So again, go to the presentation. So now we need to navigate the valid intersection under application cluster. For this, we need to go to the home page once again. By clicking home page, this click on application. Under application, we see the valid intersections. So these are the some of the predefined valid intersections. So by clicking on the create option, we enter new customs valid intersection as per our requirement. By clicking the refreshment, all are the refreshed once again. Here under actions for that predefined place, we need to we don't have any options like edit or delete or move up or move down. We can move down for this application to here, or we have only one option called duplicate. By duplicating this into for our purpose to explaining. So go to the presentation once again. So name starting with FCCS. We can see here valid intersections. We starting with FCCS underscore consolidation. These are the predefined. If we need to find out what is the predefined forms or what is the predefined valid intersections or what is the predefined dimension members. So before the name of that particular entity or particular dimension, we could see FCCS underscore. If we see FCCS underscore, these are called predefined forms or predefined application. So go to the next page here. So you can see practice 4. Under this, we can see manage periods, how to manage the periods of that particular FCCS application. For this, we need to go to the home icon under manage periods of the application cluster. So we need to verify the scenario and then year is scenario is actual and the year is 2020. So and then we need to enable the that period. So click on home icon. So go to the application here once again. Under this application, we have, you can see manage periods. So here scenario is actual. Here is FY20. Under this, we see the various months as a periods. So for this, enable or need to enable or we need to open this month. Click on action. So here you can see open or close. We need to open. Click on open. Then only it will open. The status is open. For this, all are we need to enable or we need to open as per requirement of that period. If we see we are enter into April month, so for that month we need to open this period for consolidation purpose. So go to the presentation once again. So open, and then now status for the January month is opened. I've already shown you. So January month status is opened. So this is all about practice 3.2, sorry, 3.1. So next is practice 3.2, creating custom navigation flow. For this, we need to give the credentials once again. We have already given the credentials under this. So under tools cluster, we need to click on the navigation flow. Under the action, we need to create copy, give the name as custom navigation ORA01. Go to the application, the tools card, sorry, there is a navigation flow card. Click on this. You can see only default for admin. Only you can create new navigation flow by clicking on the actions here. Click on the copy. Give the name as custom underscore nav underscore 001. So click on OK. Go to the presentation. Here we have given the name of that one, and then for newly created navigation flow, we need to go to that navigation flow, and then we need to remove the task dashboard infolet by clicking the remove icon over there. So you can see here there is some features we need to disable for this tasks. So remove this. Yes. Dashboards also we need to remove this. Yes. Infolets. Yes. So all are disabled. Click need to assign the role of this particular navigation flow. For this, we need to assign the role as service administrator. Service administrator for that particular navigation flow. So click on this magnifier. Give this administrator as the first, and then save and close. So here we could see the custom navigation flow for role is service administrator. So and then select it was in inactive stage right now. So we need to activate it and log out again login. So it was in inactive stage. Click on this activated. So we need to log out once again, log in again, click OK. EPM demos. There you can see the new navigation flow. What we have created before is we have deleted the data card, and then infolets, rules card, all are deleted. Only this is the custom navigation flow. For here also it is mentioned like this, and then we need to repeat this same 1 to 13 features to enable the new navigation flow custom nav 002. So for this we need to log in as admin once again. You can see the description. So default one is coming, and then tools navigation flow. For once again we need to create one more custom navigation flow. custom underscore nav 002. Click on OK. Once again, we need to give the same features for that custom navigation. So for this, click on custom navigation 002. So here I'm going to delete data card. Yes. Then reports. Click on OK. Need to give the power user as the assigned person. So close. So now it is in inactive stage. Click on this. It was activated. So by this way, we will enable the custom navigation flows by assigning the various persons for service administrator and then power user. So here you can see the three options. There are three icons like home, accessibility, settings, and then navigation flows. So here we can navigate various features like custom navigation 2, custom navigation 01, what we have created before. This is all about navigation flows creation. So lesson 4, setting up financial consolidation and close dimensions. For this, in this lesson, we need to add accounts or entities to the dimensions, or adding members through that particular account and entity dimensions and currencies. For this, after giving the login credentials of the EPM cloud application, we need to go to the account dimension under navigator dimensions, under create and manage. Go to the navigator once again, under dimensions, create a, we need to give some members to account dimensions. So for this, where they mention that under balance sheet, traditional balance sheet. So for total assets, under current assets, we need to give the child. So total balance sheet and then traditional approach, under total assets, for current assets, we need to give the new child. So for this here, for current asset, we need to give the child here by clicking add child. So go to the presentation, add child. So name is investment, alias is also investments. So here you need to give investment, alias also investments. So click save. After giving the alias name, under investment, we need to give a child also. For this, they stated that investments current and then alias also current. So go to the application once again. For investment, we need to give the child here. So click on child icon. So give the investment underscore current. Time being, I'm copying this. So alias paste here. So click on save. Here we can see under investments, we can see the investment current as the child. So go to the presentation. So then also we need to enter two child members for an investment account. So corporate bonds. So again, you need to give the child as corporate bonds. The data storage is never, and then alias is corp bonds. Corp bonds. So here data storage is never. Data storage is never share. So click on save. By this way, we will give the child to investments. So here next one is entity. We need to give the child for entity dimension also. So go to the application. Here under drop down is there for entity. So click on drop down and then select entity. For total geography, we need to add the child for segments, alias also segments. Then for that base currency is USD and then click save. For this segments dimension, we need to give the child EN0105, EN01 New York USD like this way. So here you can see the total geography on this add child for this segments. Yes, also segments. So base currency is already USD. Click on save. For this segments, we need to give the child. So EN01 underscore 1 alias also 01 EN01. So given the details, then USD is base currency already selected. Click on save. For this EN01, we need to give the child. This EN01 underscore 05 alias is EN01 underscore 05 New York underscore sorry series under alias underscore New York have given and then click on save. By this way, we will add the child to entities or members to entities. Go to the presentation once again. So we have given these names or we have given these members to entity. So next topic under practice 4.1 is adding members to movement dimension. For this also same procedure under dimensions we drop down. We need to select the dimension as movement under FCCS subtotal. The movement under closing or FCCS movements. Select the total movements here. So for this we need to give the under movement subtotal. We need to give the FCCS subtotal and add to the child that particular movement. This so we can see this here. Need to add the child here by clicking child icon as so movements balance sheet as the name and then alias is changes in balance sheet. Movements MVMTS underscore balance sheet alias is changes balance sheet. So by this way, we will give the child or members to the movements dimension. You can see here movements balance sheet under this movement subtotal. The presentation once again. So then click on save. I have already saved in here. You can see the under FCCS subtotal movements balance sheet as the member child member. So next topic under lesson 4 practice 4.3 is adding the currencies for that particular dimensions. Same as what we have done for account dimension, entity dimension. For dimension page, we need to select the currency from drop down. Select currency from the drop down. Here select the USD as input currency, then click add money. sorry, add currency. Here is the input currency USD. Click on add currency icon. So follow the guide once again. Here we need to give select or give the URO and select the remaining AUD, GBP, INR. AUD, Australian dollar. Click on save. So we can see here under currency, you can see here 3. Again, we need to give the, sorry. Click on euro. Euro as our currency once again. Click on save. Here under currency, input currencies, we can see USD, AUD, UR as our currencies. So by this way, we can give the currencies or members in currency dimension by AUD, GBP, INR. So that's about lesson 4.3 practice. Go to the presentation once again. Here we can see lesson 5 of the practice, importing, exporting dimension members. For this, we need to modify the metadata in metadata file and then import the metadata file. And under practice 5.1, modifying the metadata data CSV. For this, we need to log in the again EPMCS application. Under home page, we need to click on application cluster. Under overview, we can see the dimensions tab, and then we need to export that metadata before editing and then importing that data. So go to the application. So click on home icon here. Under application cluster, we can see the overview here. Then click on dimensions. So first we need to export the data. For this, click on the export option here and then click on create. So select the dimensions for account and then entity dimension what was specified in the this application, that is entity and account dimension. So you can see the selected and then location is local, then selected the account dimension and entity dimension. Click on export. We could see here some of the file is exported in zip format. Go to that file, downloads. So here the exported metadata. This is the file, downloaded file. Click on this, open the file. So click on application. So it will open in Excel, and then we need to make the changes as per the document. So for this exporting metadata, we have successfully exported the metadata into zip folder. So for 5.1 practice 5.2 importing metadata, we need to change the export metadata file for importing purpose. For that, we need to make changes for adding new row into this particular application or for this particular account dimension. So first we need to freeze this pane. So under view tab, we need to freeze this pane. So I have freezed this. So we need to give this all the specifications at last row. So go to the last row. So here we need to give the name as some of the total accounts. Like this way, we will give the. So account is total account, parent is account, alias is total account. So we need to give here account as total ACC, parent is total account as parent. Parent is account, and then alias is total account. So alias is a total account. Click on this. So valid for consolidation is false. Data storage is store. It is false. Data storage is store. Data type is currency, and then hierarchy type is dynamic. Account type is revenue. Currency, dynamic, and revenue. Data type is currency. Data type is currency. Hierarchy type is dynamic. Currency. Dynamic. Then account type is revenue. Time balance is balance. Account type is account type is revenue. Balance is balance. So skip is skip value none. Variables is non-expensive. Skip is none. Expense non-exchange not variable is non-variance. Non-expense, sorry. Expense. So source type console, plan type is true, data storage is never stored. Source type or source type is console. So plan type is true, is true, and then data storage is none. Data storage is never shared. Never shared. So all the features are given as per requirement, and then save the file as .csv import metadata file as a name. So save this as this delimited file. For metadata.account. Save. Click on save. The file is successfully saved. Remove this. Now we need to import the data from local. For this, we need to go to the application once again. On home button, go to the application cluster, go to the overview here. Then under dimensions, So we can see the import option here. Click on import. So you can create once again for import data. Choose the account dimension. So we need to select the option. So downloads, to the downloads, or export metadata. See the file once again here. Sorry. Need to first do this. Import metadata. Saved. For importing metadata, so go to the files to be used, metadata account, time being, can open. Here you can see the file is selected here. Select the file type is comma delimited. So we can validate for validation of that particular metadata is successfully validated. So click on import. By this way, we will import the metadata into our application. Import metadata job is successful. So go to the presentation once again. So by importing that, we click on OK, close the all dialog box and click on job section, whether it is successfully or not. Alert is already done the backup. So you need to refresh the database once again, import metadata is successfully or not. Close this first. Close. Button. Our application cluster, we need to see the job section here. So you can see here the refresh database is successfully completed, and then the database import metadata is processing. So here the database refreshment is successfully completed. So by this way, we will check the recent activity under job section, whether it is successfully imported or not. So that's about my side. Over to you, Manjusha.
Yeah, thank you, Chandra. Good explanation, Chandra.
Thank you, Manjusha.
Okay, you can leave now.